Hey, Miss Vicky, how you doing? Hey, my Isha, how you doing? Hello, hello, hello. Let me know y'all can hear me. Somebody let me know y'all if you can hear me, please. Okay. So, I decided to come live today. I miss y'all. I really did. Thank everybody that checked on me. I'm doing much better. I'm doing good. Um, so yeah, it's so much stuff going on. There's so much stuff to catch up, y'all. But we'll get there. But yeah, so uh, I, the, I think like the last time I was live, I was having back-to-back doctor's appointments, and so when we finally got to the last appointment, me and Asia was like, we were gonna sleep real late, which we both knew we was gonna sleep late because it was so much stuff going on. But so I ended up waking up before she did, but she ended up waking up like after dark time that day that we said we was gonna sleep in. So because it was so late, our dinner time is 6 o'clock. We eat dinner at 6 o'clock. We don't, because they say it's not good to eat past 7 o'clock, but it's always been even my dinner time always been 6 o'clock. So anyway, so she was like, um which it was gonna be too much and too late to actually go in there and cook a full course meal. So she was like, can we do rice and fish? And I was like, yeah, I'm good with that. But then she was like, Mom, I got to taste for some breakfast food. What about grits, eggs, and sausage, and some pancakes? Well, even with breakfast, it don't take long to cook breakfast neither. So I was like, yeah, I don't want no pancakes, so I'm good with grits, eggs, and sausage. So, having that for dinner. But in the midst of me eating, I was still tired, but I ate, but I still ended up falling back to sleep. But what happened was I started smelling something burning, and I don't know how long the smell was there. So when I finally woke up, because I smelled something burning, that's when I started hollering everybody's name because I was trying to figure out where the smell was coming from. We didn't see nothing burning, but we seen something, but we smelled the smoke. So then Ezra was like, I don't know, it got to be outside, it might be by your window. I was like, I was like, I don't know, got to find out where it's at. So The minute she walked out the room and she went into the Tati room because Tati was at work that night, she came back, she said, Mama was right there. What happened was the plugs that was sitting right here by my bed caught on fire. So when she tried to run in here to grab take the fire out, the fire jumped on my stomach. So my stomach ended up catching on fire. But what happened was, with the grace of God, because this is another testimony, when the nurse was here, I remember I was telling y'all that she said everything was healing, but they wanted to do wound care to keep an eye on it because they didn't want it to get infected or no open wounds. But now you can't, they just don't do wound care no more. You have to get approved through your Medicaid before they even do it. So she said, if it get approved, we're going to have to put you back in the hospital because that's the only way they're going to treat you if you go in the hospital. So after she left, Naija was like, what's the point of going in the hospital? She was like, Mom, there's nothing wrong with you. She said, it's just your body full of dead skin, which it was. And I didn't realize like how much dead skin was at stuff. Now she said, Mom, you just got to start pulling some of it off. So I was like, we'll do it in a couple of days because it was tight around that time. So it's just so happy. Imagine, I just want y'all to imagine how much dead skin was on my stomach. Because this dead skin on me was caked up thick in a lot of spots. The fire hit my stomach, but it was at the part that it hit my stomach was where the dead skin was at. But in the midst of it, by the midst of my stomach being on fire, we started beating the hell out of my stomach and shit to get the fire out. So it wasn't the point of the fire, it was the point that it's like I took a serious ass whooping. So it caused me to go into pain and hurt. So, and that's what happened. And then once they got the stuff plugged and everything, they say my floor was soaking wet. We don't understand why it was soaking wet. And y'all, I'm just gonna come out and just put the ice on the cake. The day before this happened, 2 days before this happened, now Edge was at work. Tati was home, but Tati is a collector. And Tati, she's a go-getter. And so Tati got a lighter collection. All different types of lighters you ain't never seen before. Beautiful lighters and all. So, y'all know Tati into sports. So one of the sports lighters is her favorite lighter. Even if you need a lighter, you can get a lighter out of her room, but don't touch her sports lighter. Her sports lighter was gone, and she was in here flipping out, fussing. And she just swear up and down that Asia took her lighter. So now Asia, when Asia came home I text Asia. I said, Asia, if you got her lighter, please give it up. Because she was really upset about her lighter. When Asia came home, Asia said, Mama, I swear to God, I don't got her. Hey. Oh, hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that, I'm back, y'all. So, when she got off work, she said, Mama, I swear to God, I don't have her lighter. So, of course, when that bomb was here, when we kept getting into it, I kept asking him, what are you on? Is you on crack or you on meth? Because because I had like 3 cigarette lighters, and 2 of them cigarette lighters I had over a year, and then another cigarette I had probably like 6 months, and then Tati, she's in charge of inventory and stuff at the store she worked at, so she orders all that stuff for them. So they got some type of special lighters for like the day of your birthday. Didn't know that. She ended up ordering me and I Asian one. So, and the lighter was beautiful and became my favorite lighter. And so I had just got it. And so, I only need lighters to light my cigarettes. That's all I need my lighter for. So, he ended up using up all my lighters. That's what made us get into it, because everybody's complaining because they got to use the bathroom. You locking yourself in the bathroom. And my cousin always told me, if somebody go in your bathroom and they more than 5 minutes, they doing drugs. She used to always say it's always left for her. But so then I'm like, you coming out the bathroom and you ask for a lighter when you just borrowed a lighter. So I was like, I'm not about to buy no lighters and I'm not about to get no lighters. So I end up having the real small lighters, the real tiny one. I've been had one of those, but I had it in a bag. I ended up taking it out, and that's what I was using. So, nevertheless, the girls came to me, and they was like, they was complaining about him coming to them borrowing their lighters and bringing it back empty. So I didn't even know that he was asking them to borrow their lighters and stuff. And I was like, so when they was telling me, I was like, what? I was like, how many lighters you let him borrow, whatever? So I was like, we about to end this, because first of all, I don't condone no drugs. And second of all, you're not about to, it's nobody in here doing no hardcore drugs, so we're not about to stay in here and do no drugs. We're just not about to have that. So back to the situation about talking about on her lighter. And one thing about him, this what I say, he's not the same person, because I don't mess with dirty niggas. I don't mess with bums. I don't mess with no leech. If you're looking at me to take care of you, we're not gonna be together. We're not. I'm gonna go ahead and be honest. I just can't do it. I don't condone that neither. But he got to the point where he don't got so nasty. He smoke a cigarette. I don't care where he at. He dumps the ashes on the floor. He lets the cigarettes out on the floor. If he don't put the cigarette out on the floor, he lets the cigarette out in his hand, and then he throw the cigarette butt on the floor. Now in my room, where my AC at, that's the back side of where I'm at. So every day you got to come around the back side. The nurses, my nurse stuff, they have to come around the back side every day to assist me, and when they, or whatever the case may be. So the night Tati was flipping out, and Naomi came in and promised she didn't have her lighter the next morning. But I got up to get my bath and everything. Naomi came in, when she came in on my backside, she said, "Mama, look what's on the floor." I said, "What?" It was Tati's favorite cigarette lighter and a cigarette butt. So I was like, huh? So she picked it up. She picked up and showed it to me. So I was like, that was time. So I'm like, he had to be in the parking lot. He must have heard Tati here flipping out. But this what I say, he's so cracked out on that booger sugar, because he dumbfounded. Like, he don't, like, even if he was committing a crime, he'll get caught because he's not smart at it. So, if you know I got nurses and doctors that come in, you know if I got nurses and stuff that come in here every day, why would you throw that back? Why would you put that in my window, whatever? So it was just strange how that happened. And then that following day, the fire broke out. He's not allowed to be in here. That's what I'm saying. He tries to see. He's too big. He's not big, but he's not really big. But he's like muscular, like. Cause see, he know how to put his head and everything in through the window by the AC. That's what he used to do. Even if he was to come over here through the middle of the night, he'll put his hands up through the window, and that's how he used to wake me up and stuff, because he tried to take the window. He tried one night when he really couldn't get in and nobody wasn't waking up. He tried to take the AC out the window so he could come through the window, but something had happened. He couldn't do it. So he kind of messed my window up, because my window was secure, and now that my window is not secure no more, I have like every now and then I have water bug, spider coming in. So like so yeah, that's what it is. But this like another thing. I got a friend staying here. He a guy, but I don't know where he was at. I don't know if he was knocked out asleep. But during this time that all this stuff happened, that Asia woke up. She said, "Mama, I ain't done." She said, "I seen him. He was in here." I said, and when I woke, and it bothered me because he was, but right here above my bed, I got a whole bunch of pictures. I got a whole bunch of pictures of me and my friend, the dude I've been talking to for the last couple of years, and he didn't even know nothing about. He was literally standing there at my room door looking at the pictures. And the reason why, like I said, is once again, when somebody's covering you, when somebody's staying over you in that shadow right there, when you sleep, it's not hard to notice because it gets real, real dark. Got no chance to wake up. And I jumped up, and I was like, what the hell? And he jumped back. See, and this is the thing. This is why I can't. And this is the part where I can't call the police at, because at nighttime it's pitch black dark in here. So I can't catch him on the camera. That's the only part. I need him to come here during the daylight and stuff. But see, once we get in that bed, cut all them lights off, that's his advantage. Now, one thing about him, I'll tell you, and this was him when I met him years ago. He know how to break into people's houses. That's one of his side jobs that he used to do. So he know how to pop doors open. He know how to pop doors open all. Even his brother do. They even showed me a trick one time. Like I had all my windows locked, and the brother showed me how to pop the lock off the window. So yeah, because one night I went to sleep, they couldn't get in, and they went through the window. But it's just, so that's just what happened. But I'm telling her, it's pointless, because if it's pitch black dark in here, you're not able to see him on the camera. And he knows I got cameras, but he don't know the update cameras I got. And he don't know exactly where they at. But he's not just gonna walk straight up in the house. He's gonna creep. I'm telling y'all what I know about him. But yeah, it's just crazy. But and this is like another thing. So this is the issue. And if you really know me, you'll know. If I don't fool with you, that you going to my mama is not gonna make me talk to you. Even if I was to decide to give you another chance, or even if I was willing to sit down and talk to you, once you step to my mama, you never have to worry about me ever again. Because the simple point, I'm grown. My mom don't raise me. She can't tell me to talk to you. She can't make me be your friend, or whatever the case may be. So I don't know what happened, but this the comment is real. God don't like ugly. Because when I told y'all about that incident in the parking lot, then the next day, my nephew went to jail for a warrant that yeah, you're right about that, Mike. I really do. I really do. The next day, my nephew went to jail. Then, like a week later or so, he went to jail. I didn't even know he went to jail. Don't care. But he came out, and after he got out of jail, not even a week ago, he went to my mama's house. And basically, he was, I don't know what he thought that was going to do. What's wrong? Oh, how was your day? Riley looking for you. Riley. She just left.
She's not looking for me, she's looking for my bank card. What's the difference? When they just want to spend money, it's a difference.
Oh. So and that's what, so when my mama, she called me, she told me about it. She said, she said somebody must have made him clean up. But she said he was clean and stuff. And then she was telling me about it, and my mama, she's the type of person, she's not going, I told you, my mama never gets into relationships. She's not going to give you no advice. She's not going to put a 2 cent in it. She don't do none of that. But if she tell you something, you better take heed to it. Because if she put her 2 cents in it, it's a problem. And she was like, she said, I don't give a damn how much you clean yourself for. She said, you don't need them in your house. Never again. She said, because that clean himself up and try to make it seem like he's doing better. She said, that ain't but a front. She said, you let him in, it's going to get worse, though. And I'm telling my mama, I was like, oh yeah, no doubt. Because that's what jail niggas do. And I told my mama, you can't never come back here. You can't never come back here. Never. Never. And I felt like he was gonna try to make a move anyway, because like I told you, his mom had a birthday trip, and I sponsored the wardrobe. But yeah, so I already knew he was about to try something. And then his mom just came home like 2 days ago. She been in the hospital. And I got a text the other night, like 10:30 at night, and it was like, good night, I love you. That wasn't his mama text, and that was him. Because his mama got 2 phones, and she don't really use that second phone at all. And when he's there, that's what he talk on. He talk on that second phone. And his mama, she go to bed, his mama be sleep at 6 o'clock. She go to bed like 4:30. So yeah, I didn't even respond to the text. You know, and I know, like I said, I know that was him. And he probably got his mama's phone, because he probably went through the text message stuff, and he probably read it. He probably read our conversation, because he just don't. No, he don't. He don't. That's one thing I can tell you about him. He don't stop till he get what he want. And that's whether he was on drugs or not. He always been that way for years, ever since I know him. He would not stop till he get what he want. That's one thing about him. And he always coming up with these schemes, thinking he gonna get over. And a lot of times he don't get over it, slap him back in the face though. But yeah. And I think my personal opinion, I think he think that if he give me time to cool off, that I'll be wanting to talk to him. No, because I know for a fact he went through his mama phone and raised in Texas. But see, that's the part, like, that's the part that he really don't know about me. I'm sparing you because I'm just not that type of person. When I cut you off, I wish you the best, and I go.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. How am I supposed to reheat my seafood?
Oh yeah.
I need something popping. I got a half a sausage and a half a shrimp boiled with some corn and potatoes and eggs.
But I will put you went got to the seafood bad last night.
It is way cheaper off the out. Way cheaper.
I wish I would have known that.
Man.
Cause I wanted to try the green mussels, and I was gonna get the green mussels and they talking about you can fix your own bag for $27. That's a lie, because everything you get they charge you along with that 20. DoorDash.
Yeah, do off the app. You know, like the combos that Uber Eats charge you $30, $40. They like $28, $30, $25. Damn, the shrimp was $9, the sausage was $7. My stuff was like $25 altogether because I got extra corn. And I added that size in, and that's because I paid for my size. And I also went from a nice little tip, which made my total like $32, which was way cheaper than Uber Eats.
Oh, I wish I would have known you went last night.
I mean, I still go free if you need me to go, because I can still add some stuff to my bag now. It ain't never nothing. I got the shrimp potato. I can still get me a claw now. You didn't say nothing about my hair. I just got it done, like.
Cause you look like Jenny.
Who's Jenny?
That magical woman with the old school TV show where they had on your head. You know Jenny.
I don't know Jenny.
Jenny with the purple outfit. You don't remember Jenny? Your ass grandma. It's an old school TV show.
I know the Magic School Bus.
Oh, I don't know nothing about that.
Oh, mama, you old.
I am not old, baby.
You want to know the Magic School Bus thing? Everybody knows the Magic School Bus is a classic. Did you know?
Yeah, probably for you.
No, it's not. It's not Aja. Not Aja.
I think they said she's sleeping.
Terrible. Listen, when she wake up, ask her about Magic School Bus. Magic School Bus, the CNN 10, and One Horse Show got you out of class for at least about a good little 30 minutes. Promise you, hand down.
So, yeah, I sorry about that, y'all. So I think what it is because he probably see that I ain't say nothing about him, but I don't do that. He should know that. He been around me long enough to know. Whether I say something good about you, whether I say something bad about you, if I put you on the spotlight and give you the business, that means because you kept fucking with me and you kept doing something, and I try to let it go. Other than that, I don't repeat nothing. I just don't, because it's what's the point of going back and forth with somebody? That's just, to me, that's just childish. But it's only so many times I'm gonna sit there and let you think that you're gonna run over me before I say something, and that's just what it is. And that's what it is, because like I say, I'm really sparing him. Because if I get on that phone and I really break down and tell his mama the real shit was really been going on, the shit he been doing, he already know what it is. So, yeah, and that's just what it is. But that's what been going on with that, and I'm so sorry that I canceled bingo, y'all. I, you know, I don't want to because she's like almost 80 years old. She in good shape. She don't look her age, but at the same time, um, I don't want to break her heart. Cause if I let this mouth go, it's gonna bring some tears to her eyes. It's gonna bring some tears to her eyes. Yeah, yeah, I do miss Vicky. I do. I just um. That's why I want, if I say if I got a schedule live, or if I tell y'all I come back, and if I'm not, but y'all don't see me back on, just know something. Just know I'm going through something. I can be hurting, or you know. So I always try to get back to y'all because well, I'll say it like this. I really don't be in no rush to come on this platform. But at the same time, I look at everybody's platform as how you would treat people if they was really, if I really know y'all, if we really know each other in real life, I would treat you, hey, Plum Pretty. What is that?
Homemade soap.
Okay.
It's good for eczema and stuff.
Okay.
Why you look like that?
I'm trying to change my life.
Oh. You like,
how you doing, Joyce? So yeah, I just but I don't have no issue on this app. I don't have no issue with the small group that comes to support me anyway. But I would never walk away from y'all and just call it quits. No. Y'all have been very, very supportive to me. Y'all have definitely shown so much love to my platform, and I appreciate y'all for that. I really do. So, but hopefully I can get through this soon and I can start coming back doing my 3 days. So I would like to start doing my 3 days a week again, but so yeah, so but at the same time I'm gonna take it one day at a time. Now I did send everybody their cards out that want to play bingo. If you still got your cards, you can't hear. If you still got your cards, hold on to them. Hopefully we can get in bingo next week. Within the next 2 weeks, I plan to do bingo again. And to make it up, I will be doing a couple bonus rounds. So I will be making it up to y'all. And when I do the bonus round, you can use all 3 cards or one, how you want to do it. Once we play the 3 rounds, I'm gonna do the bonus round and you can use the same cards. So like I said, whoever type in bingo first, they get bingo. That's the winner. So yeah, so yeah, I'm working on a set a date for that. But the best thing to do is keep an eye on the community board, because yeah, go out and come back in. I've been on a couple people live, and matter of fact, I just watched somebody replay this morning, and they were saying when you set on suicide mode, sometimes you can't hear or sometimes you can't type, so you got to go out and come back in. But yeah, so y'all, I've been Now I really haven't been on YouTube like that. I just started coming back to YouTube like a couple days ago, and I really don't be on the. I haven't been up here that long the last couple of days because I had to get buy new plugs and stuff. So all my devices and my phone is not being charged up like it's supposed to. But my backup phone that I barely use is real big and thick. And so when I do get on YouTube, if it's somebody live, I go to the live for a few minutes and listen to the live. But I don't sit alone because the phone's so big and thick or whatever. But and then I don't like to run down that battery on that phone because it's so hard to keep it charged up. So I've been trying to catch up on the Whitaker story. Anyone y'all follow the Whitakers? It's going viral right now. It's a serious situation with the Whitakers. It was 4 or 5 siblings. I think one of the siblings passed away, or maybe it could have been a dad, and the others. The Whitaker, yeah, they not, how can I say this? They not too bright from the stories that I hear. So they need a lot of assistance and help. And so it's been a couple people that's been faking like they trying to help them, whatever. The living condition is terrible. Facebook, YouTube, it's all on social media. It's on every platform, from what I heard. But I've been watching everything off of YouTube. So, the older sister, allegedly been abusing the siblings. The FBI came in to investigate for fraud because it's a dude named Patrick, a dude named Eric, and a dude named Larry that was helping the family out. They got platforms in their name they get paid off of, and they say the Whitakers get buku money every month off the channels. They claim they was trying to buy a house for them or get my house built. And they been doing GoFundMes and stuff. And right now, approximately, it was like 79,000 or 75,000 was donated to the GoFundMe on one GoFundMe account. And then I think they say like 55,000 was donated on the second account. And the FBI don't step in it, and now them guys is under investigation allegedly. The Department of Social Service has stepped in. They say they had got a total of 60 calls concerning how the siblings and stuff living. There's a lot of scamming. Yeah, it's a lot of scamming going on. This family, they live in West Virginia. The state of West Virginia filed custody for the 3 siblings. They have been removed the other day from the home. It's a lot, y'all. It is a lot. And I was in disbelief. Listen to this story, and I've been like watching videos, trying to catch up on everything. Like, it's just, man, when I tell you, you don't know who to trust, it's just crazy because you don't know who to trust. And it's crazy. Then they well known. Everybody know them from what I heard. So the Amish people want to help out and build a house for them for free. One of the guys, Patrick, allegedly, come to find out his house is not in living condition. He was being on the phone with the people, and he tried to get the people to redo his house. And he told the Amish people allegedly they cut the other dude out the conversation and contact him from now on. Then he tried to get them to remodel his house. So the Amish people backed out. They don't want no parts of it. So the house they was gonna build for them, whatever, it's a dead end for that. Nobody don't know where the money at. They don't know how the money was spent. They just know that they wasn't getting. They claim the workers wasn't getting their money like they was supposed to. Yeah, it's a lot. And it's a lot, but it's very, very interesting. I'm telling you. Pull up the workers. Make sure you got free time, because when you start listening to the stories and watching the video stuff, you're gonna be entertained. You're gonna be very entertained. I went almost the whole day, just the other day. I went through the whole day, didn't even realize I spent the whole day watching videos, listening to this stuff. Like this is so crazy, because some of these people up here actually live for this money. Some of these people depend on the social media money. But I feel it coming, and I feel like it's gonna be a stop pay on every social media. Just like I heard that you can't ask for money, you can't ask for cash outs or nothing on TikTok now. So if you try to ask for cash out or donation or something, your page get banned. That's what I heard. I don't think it's gorgeous. Let me tell you, okay, so yeah, retype there, because I feel like, this is what I think. I feel like social media money is gonna stop, period. And if it don't stop, I think the only way you're gonna get paid is through super chats and memberships. I don't think it'll stop pay pay. I think the money will slow down. Well, it's too much. It's too much scamming going on, and it's to the point where you got some people actually contact the FBI's about certain people and stuff. And I think it's being getting out of hand, but I think it's gonna get to the point where they not gonna want to have to deal with this, period. And I think yeah, the money did, yeah. Yeah. I have been on, I have heard some content creators say they used to make thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars every month. And they don't make, they lucky if they make $1,000 a month now off of social media, off the platforms. And that's one reason why you see so many people still. That's one reason why you see people come more live than they used to. Because of that. So yeah, that's just. But Um, but yeah, that's where I'm at. That's why I'm at on YouTube right now. I'm following up on the story with the world, and I'm following up the story with the people that's trying to live off of this. This is a mistake. Yeah, it is. It is. Because one thing that I will say, Derek Cook, I'm not a big fan of him, but y'all remember Darius Cook? They used to be real good friends with Seth Carmen. Now, he did a live one day, and he talked about social media money. And I did agree with him, and he made some good points. And he was saying how it should be no reason. Yeah, I don't care for him neither. But I'm just saying, I did catch this live, but he did make some good points, and I felt what he was saying on this. It should be no reason why people come up here and ask for donations. Because of the amount of, he said, especially if you're making a bad bag off of this. He said because during the time, I didn't, okay, let me rephrase that. I didn't watch him myself. I caught it off the T-page. So basically, something had went down with Muffet and Kwani, and they was begging for some money or something had happened. And he put his 2 cents in it. And he said that people that make a bad bag off of social media, they should have no business coming up here asking for no donations, no cash out. Instead of going out sponging with the money, what they should have been doing was investing. He said because if you depend on this social media money, he always talking about yeah, he I don't know, when he makes the T-page, I don't always watch the video that they got in the title about him. But I just so happened to catch this particular, this was probably like a year ago when he said this stuff, because he said something, from my understanding, if I'm not mistaken, allegedly he was talking about all they do is eat and how they eat. And like I said, something had happened with their pages, or one of their pages or something, and I guess they was trying to take out donations or whatever, and he put his 2 cents in it, and that's how that video came about. But yeah, I do agree with him. If you're making a bad bag, you should have been investing. And it's a couple content creators that I do catch their video once in a blue, and I do know for a fact they invest their money. I know one guy, he into real estate. He and just like the other, just like I've been starting to follow oh, I already see that one. I don't really, like I said, I really don't really watch, even if he make the T-page, I don't really watch the videos about him, because you're right, it is he always talking about somebody. It's always about somebody. And he always talking trash about other cooks. So yeah, and yeah, and it's just, and my thing is, He loved to go after women's. Yeah, yeah, because I never see him arguing with no man. You right. What?
I messed up my people, boy. Now I gotta let her be another one.
Oh.
I just look like you don't care.
So, yeah, I never see him arguing with no man. You right about that. And the other topic that I'm on right now is Maybe. I don't know if y'all know, but of course, I just had a little girl, pretty little girl. Him and Chanel just had a little girl. Also, Maybe son just had a baby also. Allegedly, he was cheating on the baby mama. So whatever the mean, the cause for them to break up or separate, I don't know. But anyway, once they decide to part and go their separate ways, they made agreement on co-parenting, and come to find out, allegedly she came to get the baby. She decided to move with her parents. Her parents stay like 4 hours away from where Maybe stay at, whatever. She caught a ride down here to come get her son, and Maybe wanted her to keep the son, and it was a big commotion like that. The police had to get involved. Due to it wasn't no legal custody papers or whatever, they didn't release the baby to the mama. Yeah, so it was a lot going on there. She wasn't trying to let her see the baby. She wasn't trying to compromise with her or nothing. She ended up going on Connie page and came on the panel and spoke her piece. And my hat goes out to her for her to be a young girl, because she kept it cool, she kept it calm. Shout out to the ladies on the back end that walked her through and helped her through it to get her son back to her. But I'm telling you, if you think you gonna take my baby and I'm gonna be calm, you got another thing coming. Because I'm gonna tell you about this story. When I told y'all about that my only time ever being in a domestic violence situation, his brother was going with this lady, this girl, and we all was hanging out. And I let her be Naisha godmama. Well, when I decided to depart from him, and I told y'all I gave everything up and moved in with my sister and all, he didn't know where I was at. I was in a whole nother city. She was like, let her take Naisha, and whenever I'm ready, or whatever the case may be, I can get my baby back when I'm ready. Because the Department of Social Service did get involved when all that stuff happened. But at the time, I knew what I was going through. I got on the phone, I called my son's father. He sent for our son. He said, when I called him and told him what was going on, he said, I'm on my way to get him. But just so happened his brother was here visiting, so he called me back. He was like, my brother already down there, just let him ride back. My brother just dropped him off at my aunt's house, and I was like, okay, cool. So that's what I did. So I packed the stuff up, took him to his aunt's house, and so so getting back to it, so her so-called godmama took her. So, and I did this because I didn't want to get taken, because I felt like that was gonna be the next step. If I did just getting involved, whatever. But if I would have known they weren't gonna do that, if I would have known it was going, or whatever the case may be, I wouldn't. I don't know what I don't know, but I just wanted to get myself back on track, because, like I said, I never been through a domestic violence situation. It's my first time, and it's a lot to go through especially when you're trying to get rid of them. It's one thing when you're trying to get rid of them, but it's another thing when you're trying to get rid of them and they threaten to kill you. They putting their hands on your stuff. It just take your mind in a whole different place. So the social worker, they end up getting involved. A different social worker ended up getting involved because they did an ongoing case. The social worker this particular social worker knew him personally. But this what she can't stand him. But this what the issue was. In the domestic violence situation, when the Department of Social Service get involved, their main concern is you not being around him or her. Like, their main concern is that y'all is actually through. And even though when they come and talk to you and they tell you something, they'll tell you they seen it for years, where the mother, where the female, either the father or either the dude will be like, I'm not going back, I'm done. And then they say, they back together and more issues come upon or whatever. So the social worker the ongoing social worker, the one that knew him personally from a case from years ago when he was with another female when he was beating on her, she meant to do a visit, and when she would go do a visit, she was basically her main concern to Naeja's godmama or ex-godmama was, is me and him still talking, we still messing around, whatever. She said no, but they felt like they could never catch it, they could never prove it. They felt like that we may have some type of contact or whatever. So she had told the godmom is to not allow Naeja to see me or be around me. So went to go call to get Naeja for the weekend or whatever, and she was like giving me the runaround, like she was ducking me and stuff. So we finally ended up getting her on the phone that night. So the reason why we ended up getting her on the phone, now I'm reminding you now, Naeja was like 15 months old at the time. One, she was like, you need to replace the flat screen TV that Naeja just broke. So me and my sisters, we on the phone with her like how a 1-year-old broke the TV or whatever. And they were saying she was playing and she ran into the TV or whatever and she broke the TV. So she didn't even have her own place. She was staying with her daughter, and her daughter already had a whole bunch of kids. So basically, man, I was like, cause I'm not replacing nothing, because I don't know for sure she broke the TV or not. I just don't see that. And Naeja is not a playing type person. So we ended up getting into an argument or whatever. And so basically she was trying to get Naeja to go in foster care. So she was like, she said, you got 30 minutes to come get her. I'm gonna call the police. And she just started making all kinds of threats and all this or whatever. So I was like, so she ended up was like, give me the address where you at, cause I'm gonna put her in the car. So I get something. So my cousin, by that time, my cousin all them, cause by that time, all my cousins and them, they calling me and stuff like that. So by that time, cousin them get on the phone. My cousin, they on the phone with her and stuff or whatever. So while they on the phone talking to her, they going to her house. She don't even know it. So they gets there before the cow even get there. This is my favorite cousin, the cake lady I tell y'all about. Her and a couple more of my other cousins end up riding out to her house, and they end up getting Naisha. So after all this shit, so my cousin, so the cake lady, my cousin was like, I'm gonna keep her. I said, okay. So, I knew she was in excellent hands then, so I didn't have nothing to worry about. So, the next morning, she called me and she was asking me what Naisha was doing. I was like, Naisha's not here. And she was like, I shouldn't have blown up like that. She was like, bring Naisha back. She was like, bring Naisha back to me right now. And I was like, no. And so me and her started saying the words and stuff, and she was like, she called the police, y'all. She tried to get me for kidnapping my own child, y'all. She ended up calling the police and everything. Me and her ended up exchanging words. She talking about what she was gonna do to me and all this, about all this, about all that. She did all this shit. It fell on a Friday, so she called me that Saturday morning, and me and her saying the words or whatever. By that time, my sister was like hang up the phone with her. So my baby sister, God rest her soul, I told y'all she read about that life. So it gets back to her, so she wasn't even in town when it happened, but when it got back to her, she came back to town. When she got to my sister's house, she don't have on her jogging pants, she don't have her Timbs on and everything. She was ready to ride. She was ready to ride out. So we go ride out to her house or whatever, to her daughter's house or whatever. She never would come outside. So that Monday morning she called, so she ended up calling the police or whatever. So that Monday morning, the police didn't do nothing about it. So that Monday morning she ended up calling the Department of Social Service. So basically we on the phone back and forth. The social worker asked her what happened and stuff, and this is the part. She didn't tell what she did. She didn't tell them that Naisha broke TV. She didn't tell them she was putting Naisha in the cab. She didn't tell them that she was trying to put me in jail for kidnapping. She didn't tell that she was threatening to beat him up and everything. Just all the stuff she didn't tell her. I'm telling the worker everything. So the worker was like, she didn't say all this, so then we ended up doing an emergency meeting. So we had to meet the workers. We had to meet the worker there at 1 o'clock. My sister went with me. My cousin, a couple of my cousins came. It was a lot of us that came, and they ended up getting a conference room that was big enough for all of us to come in there. We all came in there, whatever. So they ended up getting, and if you know the Department of Social Service down here, they don't have the police department, but they have the sheriff that works in there, whatever. They end up getting the sheriff coming into the room because they felt like something was gonna go down, whatever. When you go to the door of the Department of Social Service, you got to it's just like going through an airport, whatever. She forgot that she had a blade on her. She had sharpened the blade up, and she had put salt and something else on the blade. But anyway, when you cut somebody, the wound can't close when they try to fix you up or whatever. But she brought the blade because she thought that me and my sister was gonna jump her. So that's why she brought the blade. But when you go through the checkout line, like I say, she forgot she brought the blade. She forgot she had the blade on her. So they end up taking the blade from her or whatever. So if I recall, I don't even think the chef gave her the blade back. So we get in the room and everybody's telling their side of the stories and stuff or whatever. So they end up getting the social worker kind of find out because I never met the ongoing social worker. That was the thing about it. Come to find out, the social worker that went to her house was not the social worker on the ongoing case. So the supervisors and stuff end up getting involved. So they asking her, why did she go make a visit? Why she's interfering in my case or whatever? And so they end up making her apologize. They end up making her apologize to me. They end up the supervisor was like she will be dealt with accordingly. And I remember the supervisor telling her, go to my office and sit down with the time to get there. So whatever they did to that worker after that, I don't know. I just know they made her apologize and she had to go to the supervisor's office and wait till she got there. So my cousin, my sister, all of them verified that I do not talk to him. I don't communicate with him. I'm not even in the city. I'm in a whole nother city because I'm living at my sister's house or whatever. So, the supervisor that was handling the situation in the conference room, by then she wanted to know why was the case still open. So basically, she said the case should have been closed out, whatever. So they asked what I want to do, and so my cousin, the cake lady, she was like, I want to keep her. So basically, my cousin ended up getting hurt, and whenever I was ready, she could come back home to me. So what happened was, they had put this in place that because I was living with my sister was a garnisher over me and my daughter. Which what that means as that is whenever my daughter there or she do move back or she do move in, my sister is responsible for basically making sure she's good. The only stipulation that they had is that if I contact him or if we get back together, don't let Naija be around me or whatever. But that was never an issue. So they ended up keeping the case open for like 6 weeks. The worker ended up coming like every week. And Naija was real lovable. Everybody fell in love with Naija when she was little. I don't remember her coming back in that 6 weeks. I know she was with my cousin for a couple months. But I did see her and stuff like that, whatever. But it was nothing serious. It was just, that's how my cousin was. So after everything was over and stuff, the ex-godmama, we ended up talking up. We ended up squashing everything before we even left out the conference room. And she apologized and everything. But she was like, she didn't know she was only doing what the worker told her to do and all that. But which I felt like it was bullshit, because if I trusted you enough to let you take my daughter, then that means you know how I am. And then second, you sleeping with his brother, so you would already know if me and him was still messing around. So I just felt like that was bullshit her ear, but she had just got Naija ears pierced. I remember her she snatched the earrings out of Naija's ear. That shit pissed my cousin and my sister off real bad. And that's why over the years it was hard to get Naija's ears pierced. And then when I did try to get her ears pierced a couple years, Naija can't. She don't wear earrings because it irritates her ear. But that's what happened. And that's what happened. So I ended up getting pregnant with Tati through all this time. And I told my sister, My son, he was like, when school, because his daddy was like, when school get out here, bring him down here for the summer. But when I was on the phone with his dad, I told his daddy, it's what Dre want to do. If Dre want to go back up there with you, I'll let him. If he don't, then he's not going back up there. When I talked to Dre didn't want to go back up there. So I knew Dre was coming back home. Then I was pregnant again. And then by this time, when I got pregnant again, now Asia was actually back with me. So I was like, it's time for me to move on and get my own place. And that's when I went and got my own place. But my sister, she didn't want me to leave. She actually wanted to get a bigger house, but no, she already got kids. I got kids. I wasn't trying to make this a permanent thing. It was just for me to get away, to shake off what was going on, because he's crazy. He's crazy, but nevertheless, when I did get back into my own place, he found out. He did come over there. He did try to get in, but I didn't open the door for him. And I hate to be funny, I hate to be rude when I say this, but luckily he ended up shooting up the one of the nightclubs a couple days later. So he ended up going to prison for like 10, 15 years. So that's how I was definitely able to get rid of him, because he was coming to my house. He came to my house like 3-4 nights in a row trying to get in. And he was knocking on my door in the middle of the night, like he was banging like the police, and I'm hollering, who is it? And he wasn't saying nothing. So I got back in my bed, because if you knock on my door and you think I'm gonna open my door, and if I'm hollering who is it and you ain't saying your name, you just wasted your time coming to my house, because I'm definitely not opening the door for you. And that's just what it was. And so his sister and me and his sisters, we cool to this day. We like best friends. His sister ended up coming to see me. She was like, you good? And I was like, yes. She was like, you know, my brother come trying to get in. And I was like, no. And that's how I let her know, like, he was banging on the door. He wouldn't never, and I kept saying, who was it? He didn't never say nothing or whatever. But but right before he got locked up, I did end up coming home late one night, and he caught me that way. And when I walked in the house, because I had bags and stuff, he ended up walking in or whatever, but it wasn't that type of party. He wanted to apologize. He was asking for a second chance or whatever. And I told him, I forgive you. I've been forgave you, but it'll never be us again. And that was like the part that I don't know if he accepted it or not, but like I said, recently after that, he went to prison. He got like 10, 15 years. But that's what happened. So but like I say, thank God the girl, she's thank God she got her son back or whatever. And that's just what it was. But I'm glad I was able to come live today. Hopefully I'll come back in a couple days, but be looking out for me to set a live for the bingo. Then also check the community post just to see, because I might not set a live, and I might be okay to go live, and I might just make a post real quick like, I'm coming live such time. My people in the Philippines, I'll reach out to them and let them know when I'm planning to do bingo. So they definitely, I appreciate them, because they definitely been showing out and checking on me and stuff. And I did let all of them know when I get ready to do bingo. Okay, I'm in. Okay. I did let them know when I do it, you get to set bingo, that I will reach out, let them know. So I will hit them up in the back end, shoot them a text whenever I get ready to do, because their time is different. Like right now, I don't even know what time it is. It might be like 4 something, but anyway, it's bad. It's like in the middle of the night where they at. It's like they in the bed asleep. So that's why you don't really see them on live like this that much. But they do watch the replays and stuff. That's so. That's why I said I will shoot them a text and let them know when I'm doing bingo. But so yeah. But they say they have been like set notifications. They set notifications so when I do come on, they can be ready. But I'm still like I said, I'm still shooting them a text because I feel like I owe them that much. I can do that much. But I'm glad to see y'all. We'll talk to y'all, whatever. Hopefully I'll be back on in a couple of days. I'm good right now. I'm good at the moment. So we'll just see how things go. So until the next time, don't trust no one and stay prayed up. And I think my next, matter of fact, the next live that I'm going to do is going to be with the government system again, part 2. I seen where the changes for the food stamps take place October the 12th. I am going to follow. I haven't followed up to know what stimulations are and things like that. So that's going to be my goal, to work on that next couple of days. So the next live will be about the government system again. So, but again, like I said, till the next time, don't trust nobody, stay prayed up. I appreciate y'all all for still rocking with me, supporting, waiting on me. And I will talk to you guys soon.